Hello, hello. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Vlad.
Today, we are on the VladCast. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
can hear you.
So today, we have a range of topics. We're going to talk about a few things. So the first thing is the Steam Deck OLED, which was released last week. And we got some news about that. We're going to compare how pretty much it works compared to the old Steam Deck. Also, we have the GTA 6 trailer release, man. I cannot talk, sorry. So y'all may heard this, but recently we got a GTA 6 trailer teaser really. Then we have the Sphere for the third topic. And for the fourth topic, we have Avatar The Last Airbender trailer for the Netflix series, man. So also, to not forget, we have a bonus topic, but that's a secret. You gotta watch the whole thing to find out what the bonus topic is.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get started with our first topic, which is the Steam Deck OLED. So on November 9th, Valve unexpectedly revealed the release of the Steam Deck OLED, which isn't a Steam Deck 2, but instead is a mid-generational refresh for the console. So the console price remains exactly the same, but you are only able to get the OLED version with the $550. So it's
Getting my law degree helped me understand
as well as the $650 version.
rule book of business.
And I love what I do, but I was
$550 version is actually, I'm pretty sure, 512 gigabytes, and the 650 is 1 terabyte. So do you guys know anything about a Steam Deck? Have y'all had any experience?
I've heard of a Steam Deck, but I don't have one.
I've seen people I've seen people who use them. Honestly, that's like sitting around on it. It takes up a lot of space though. It seems kind of bulky, if anything. But I mean, I guess that's like the most that I can have a lot on it.
Kind of looks like a Nintendo Switch.
It looks like the Switch, but everything stays on top of it though. You can't take off the handles or anything like that.
Yeah. So essentially, if you're not familiar with what the Steam Deck is, it's a portable console made by Valve. If you don't know, Valve is the creators of Steam. They're also known as the creators of Counter-Strike, Dota, and Half-Life, Portal, many other games, which are pretty much essential in the gaming industry. We actually, as I said previously, have the Steam Deck OLED, which pretty much is a refresh of the console. And I've heard that there were rumors that we will not get any mid-generational refreshes on the Steam Deck, but those rumors turned out to be false, actually, and we got the Steam Deck OLED. And besides the OLED screen, actually Steam Deck OLED packs a bigger battery, which is 30 to 50% higher in capacity. So it's pretty much the Steam Deck is going to run longer, 30 to 50%, which I think is huge because, like, if you're just running a portable console, you want as much battery as possible. And it's like essential. I mean, in gaming, really, you cannot pause an online game. You're just playing it, and if the console dies, well, you're screwed right there, man.
Yeah.
Let's go based off the notes I have. If you guys are not familiar, you can see it on the screen over here. We have the actual page from Steam. So it says, more time to play. Steam Deck OLED has 30 to 50% more battery life, as I said previously. It has an OLED display, which is interesting because this OLED display is actually bigger than the previous one we had before. From I actually watched a review by Linus Tech Tips, and based on their test unit that they got, it seems that the screen is actually much brighter as well as more color accurate. And even though the same resolution is still inside of the device, we have pretty much, it's undistinguishable, like between the normal Steam Deck and the Steam Deck OLED. And we actually have a graph which showcases that Steam Deck OLED is more. Oh, can you scroll down a bit on there? Yeah, you can see that there's also a new case. I forgot to mention that. So it's just
Terabyte modules too. They have new things that can
One-
go up to a terabyte of storage. That's pretty useful, actually.
terabyte storage. Yeah, that's good. Although I feel like it would be better on buying just the normal version and replacing the M.2 there itself. Yeah, so you can see on the screen, we have this model. Thank you to Eric Sapp from IGN for the graph. And it showcases the Steam Deck LCD with pretty much OLED and Nintendo Switch OLED. So these are the comparisons of them. So the Steam Deck OLED is $550 and $650. Those are the two price models. And don't forget that price was there when the LCD versions were there for the same amount of storage. So the price didn't actually raise. They just got rid of the $400 version, for OLED, because obviously it takes more money to actually produce the OLED version. We also have the Switch OLED, which is $350. And I kind of find it funny that they're all pretty much in the same price range, because if you compare the specifications on Nintendo Switch, it's like night and day. It's like a dinosaur, man, and some car, man.
It's just insane because you can see the Steam Deck and they decide, well, the OLED one is like double the price from the original one, which is definitely because of all these new things they're adding into it. But at the same time, it's like all of these things useful,
Yeah.
exactly what we need to improve it. Or if you don't want to call it a second generation, is it just kind of some type of upgrade kind of thing,
Yeah, so it's a mid-generational upgrade, and
there's a lot of stuff they changed too, it seems like.
yeah, and it's kind of similar to how we had the PS5 Slim recently released. You may remember we talked about it on our podcast. If you haven't seen it, make sure to watch it. It's on my channel. And if you guys previously remember, the PS5 Slim was pretty much just the same version of PS5. It didn't have any improvements in the processor whatsoever. But this is actually not the case with the Steam Deck OLED, because apparently it has not the same chip. Although they say that it has the same performance, but what they mention is that the actual chip previously on the Steam Deck LCD went up to 1.6 teraflops. Remember the up to. But on the Steam Deck OLED, it says just 1.6 teraflops. So it doesn't go down. It doesn't go below it. And I find it actually pretty useful, because, it's important to actually have good performance, considering how demanding the games on Steam are. If you're familiar, Steam is actually a platform where games are sold, and that's pretty much the biggest one there is right now. Okay, also, let's get over. Oh, couldn't forget. Compared to the LCD, we have on the LCD you have 60 hertz display. Okay, I cannot talk. Sorry. On the OLED, we have 90 hertz. So it's an improvement for the actual refresh rate, and actually, that's pretty surprising to me, because I've always thought that OLED displays, they're much harder to get a high refresh rate on, and much more expensive. And considering they didn't raise any prices, this is actually pretty nice. What do you guys think?
I mean, it's interesting because I'm just going through this and I'm looking at all of the upgrades that they seem to keep on adding into it, and it's so I'm kind of interested in how they're making it so the trackpads are going to be more accurate and stuff like that, making it so you can use the PC games and all that kind of stuff. And those are the basic questions where they first came out with a Steam Deck. But I mean, now I kind of want to know, is it going to withstand all these new upgrades? And of course, it's going to withstand it, but is it going to excel it to the point where they want it to? Are they, do they even have games that need to be that intense, I guess. I mean,
Well, I would say yes,
they
yes,
probably
because
do.
we can see that. Also, I didn't mention it on here, but recently there was a launch of another handheld gaming console called Lenovo Legion Go, which is pretty much more powerful than the actual Steam Deck. If you remember, there's also Asus portable device. I forgot what it's called. It's like Asus ROG something, but it's pretty much their portable gaming system, and I actually find it pretty interesting that we have so many portable gaming systems right now, and they're just currently developing. And I find it fascinating personally because also on the Steam Deck OLED, we have a reduced weight from 1.47 pounds to 1.41. Also, I mean, it's not that much, but
Oh, look, so they actually like even have OLED ones that are just bigger, like they're just 7.4 like the normal ones would be, because when you see they changed them up, it looks like it changed. Oh,
this
wait.
is actually so what you see.
It looks like it went back down, but I think I must have misread.
No, no, no. So, what you see on the screen are the three OLED versions. One is
Yeah,
special
limited edition.
edition, yeah, and on the left is the LCD model that they keep to produce, but it's gonna be cheaper now, considering that the OLED. Oh, actually, it's not cheaper, but it's gonna be more storage. So previously, for $400, you were able to get the 64 gigabyte version. Now you're able to get the 256 gigabyte version for 400. So it's pretty much an upgrade and kind of reduction in the price, I would say.
It's interesting that actually, so I think they tried to mention that the battery stays up for about, I think it was half the time more.
Yeah.
Even though on the page it doesn't even say anything about that.
No,
So I wonder if that was.
it says.
Battery life is on the paper.
Yeah, yeah,
3 to 12 hours from the original 2 to 8.
yeah.
Oh. Oh wait, it does say it for this one. Actually,
Yeah, it has
on this side.
400 watt hours, or no, 40 watt hours of battery for the LCD version and 50 watt hours battery for the actual OLED version. And you might think, yo, it only increased in 10 watt hours, so why is it 30 to 50% different, 30 to 50% higher? And that's actually because they are using a new chip, which it pretty much uses less electricity, and they're able to get higher pretty much amount of hours. Plus, it's an OLED screen, so it turns off those pixels, and it doesn't have to keep them running all the way, and that saves some battery too. So it's all in all, I would say, pretty substantial upgrade if you're upgrade. Although I don't know. I've heard some people say that they will keep their Steam Deck. I think it's fair enough. I don't think it's worth actually like buying new Steam Deck. Although, like, if you're buying yourself, like, you don't have a Steam Deck, you're just buying a new one, I think it's worth buying the OLED version of.
Oh yeah.
How many upgrades there are. Just the battery alone. I think the battery alone is crazy
I mean,
improvement.
if it's the first one you're getting, if you don't have a Steam Deck originally, I would get the new one, just because like it definitely does seem like there's a lot more stuff. But I think one con that comes with all like these handheld devices they're coming out with, look at what that speaker is. It's like, I know you can't see. Oh, actually, no, it is a field, but there's a speaker that goes right underneath where your palm would be.
Yeah, you can see it now.
And I'm interested in the fact that, like, if you have dirty hands, if you give this to a kid, there's some what we would call an iPad kid. I wouldn't want to give one of those to a kid and see how much they could fill that speaker up with dirt. And just
I
make it
mean,
so you
to
won't
be
feeling
fair,
well.
all speakers have holes.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
really get
totally.
the point.
It's not the best place, I think.
Oh, maybe like on the
I think
bottom, yeah.
it'd be a lot easier getting it dirty with the fact that you're holding it up.
I actually find it interesting because on the PSP, I had a PSP, and they have the speakers at the top. So pretty much they're at the top. And yeah, I mean, I get your point, I guess, but I don't think it's such a big of a deal because you're not going to be giving this to a kid, considering it's pretty heavy,
I guess so,
It's
yeah.
pretty hefty.
You don't want the kid to drop it and end up breaking
Yeah,
it too.
it's a pretty expensive device.
There was some stuff about how they were making it so it would be easier to fix them or putting them up and changing stuff inside of them.
Yeah, I've
it
heard
was
that.
working with iFixit kits, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they made it easier to actually change the NVMe M.2s, which is pretty much an expansion of the storage on the device, and that's actually pretty good. Also, they are increasing the Bluetooth from version 5 or version 5. I don't know how to pronounce it. To Bluetooth 5.3. So, I mean, if you have newer devices, you're going to be able to utilize that. And they're actually, forgot about this. So
Bluetooth 5.3 significantly cuts down the latency for audio. So you'll get a better sync for your video and your audio on your device.
So that's actually way better if you're using some kind of headphones. You pair it with the Steam Deck. Also, they're using Wi-Fi 6E now. So they have a Wi-Fi 6E antenna. And from what I've heard, you cannot actually just switch out the antenna on the regular Steam Deck because it's soldered in. So
It's so odd thinking about a device nowadays having an antenna because we're so used to them just being inside of the actual device itself, like all the phones and all that kind of stuff. You know, if you gotta pull it all out, you know. I mean, it probably won't be too intense, but it would be cool if you could swap it out. 'Cause even people with like vehicles, when they had those massive antennas, they just swapped it out to a tiny one that works just as fine. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure I've watched the video and I've heard that there was a specific reason why they soldered in the wireless module. But yeah, also, just in comparison, Switch OLED has Bluetooth 4.1. I mean, what can we say about that?
I mean, so the thing is, when it comes to upgrading the Bluetooth, this helps when it comes to how good of a connectivity you're going to have to your headphones, how many devices you can connect to at once, and it's also how far away you can be from the device. So if you want to put the device down, like you said, some people just like to listen to the audio games. I know that's an odd thing to think about, but honestly, you could just plug your headphones in, or at least Bluetooth connect them, pause the game, and kind of walk away, and you can just listen to the music if you want to do that. I mean,
Yeah, actually, I've heard that.
you could just look it up, but I mean, either way, it just makes it more accessible. So you don't have to worry as much about disconnecting the headphones, walking back, and then having to reconnect the headphones. You know.
And I'm actually surprised because Switch OLED, it's a pretty recent version. It came out like a year ago, and it still has Wi-Fi 5, not even 6, Wi-Fi 5. I'm surprised how late Nintendo is. They're pretty, they're pretty actually late on every console, I would say. The Wii U, pretty much every console there ever was that they released, besides the early ones, I feel like. But I forgot to mention that Bluetooth, actually not Bluetooth, the RAM on the Steam Deck OLED is faster too. So we have an improvement on that because, let me see. So the RAM speeds are increased from 5,500 megahertz to 6,400 megahertz. So I feel like that's a pretty nice improvement and adds like a couple of PS to the game. I feel like, and it's just much more stable. It's much easier to download games.
I do like the fact that when they making this, they made it so now, it's definitely going to be better than the Switch.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I noticed that Nintendo hasn't exactly been doing too many upgrades when it comes to the Switch. I've only seen about 1 or 2 different types of them that I know of. But like, I think right now when it comes to the ways of going to all these handheld devices, they keep on coming out with new stuff, and like, I don't see a lot coming out from the Nintendo Switch, at least, you know?
Yeah.
In
And
comparison.
well, many people are suspecting that there's going to be a Nintendo Switch 2. Personally, though, I hope they're going to release a whole new console.
I also want to know what it's up with the fact that like all of these like half upgrades or like mid-generation upgrades instead of just doing the entire upgrade all at once.
Yeah,
You know?
I feel like it makes sense because that means that it's going to encourage more people, for example, who never previously tried the console to buy it. Plus, it encourages, for example, if some person wanted more battery life, they love the Steam Deck, you know.
I mean, I guess it does.
They're-
But
yeah.
It also gets rid of the like factorability. Like if I go and buy a mid generation device, when the new one comes out, I have to either decide whether getting the new one that has already half of the stuff half of the stuff I wanted from the old one is inside the mid generational one, and then now there's a few more features, but I already have most of the stuff inside the mid gen. I wouldn't want to buy a new one. You know, I wouldn't want to buy the next gen, as they
Yeah,
would say.
this is more, I would say, for new users, and I think it's a great thing because it just allows more people, to get better upgrades on the console. I don't know, I cannot get the right word out, but I feel like that it's worth buying personally. Plus, we don't know how much the Steam Deck 2 is away. It might be years away.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's going to be years away because we just got the mid-generational upgrade. We didn't get like any announcements for the second one or anything like that. So yeah, I actually was thinking about buying a Steam Deck for the Black Friday because I thought maybe there would be some sales or something like that. Now I'm thinking about buying a PS5 maybe. I don't know. I'm just looking around, seeing the deals. And we're also going to have a show. So the next show we're going to have, I'm going to show you guys all of the actual holiday deals you need for gaming. So it's going to be a secret episode. And yeah, that's going to be a week after the next week, so on Friday, as usual, man, 12 p.m. EST. So yeah, let's continue. Actually, I had this question for this topic. Will Xbox join the portable handheld race with Sony, Valve, Nintendo? What do you guys think?
I don't think Xbox would do that. I think they did the best when it comes to getting the mobile device going on with like the app. I think Xbox is going to be one of those people where it's like instead of getting a new device, they're just going to keep on upgrading what they have. So they keep on updating the app, and then when the phones upgrade, then they're going to make those additions. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. That's how I feel like they do them.
There was also that leaked, at least I'd seen something about it, like a cylindrical Xbox that was going to be all digital.
All digital?
Oh, wow. Why I don't,
Wait, is it like... is it streaming from the cloud or is it like just?
You can't put a disc in it. There's no disk
okay,
drive.
okay.
So that's where I don't know if they. I kind of don't think that they're going to make a portable thing because they're too busy making digital consoles.
Oh wow, yeah, no, there's some stuff about that on the Verge and
Although
Forbes magazine.
PlayStation,
Interesting.
I think they have some grounds to actually make a portable console because, for example, PlayStation with their PlayStation Portal, which we also talked about on one of the last podcasts. Make sure to check it out. But they actually released, if you're not familiar, a cloud console. It's like a fully cloud console that you run off of your PS5. So I find it pretty interesting, personally, and I think that we might have Xbox join the game, although I don't know.
I mean, if Xbox is working on another digital, okay, so I want to go back to what Keegan said because now I'm interested. And I looked it up and I'm seeing this, like he said, a cylinder Xbox, but they're trying to make another digital Xbox, but 2 terabytes this time, which definitely is a good upgrade. I feel like we're just going to keep on getting up, and then eventually we're going to get on to coming out with new petabytes worth of
petabytes. I
yeah,
think that's kind of far
5
away, I
terabytes.
feel
You know, no, it's insane. But either way, why make another digital Xbox, especially when they came out with the Series X and then they came out with the Series S as well?
Well,
you know,
as your article says, it's a Xbox Series X refresh, so it's going to be a
Exactly.
refresh to the console. But yeah, let's actually continue with the second topic that we currently have because I feel like it's one of the most interesting topics, and it's the GTA 6 trailer release. So on September 18th, 2022, there was a leak of an early alpha development build with over 90 videos of the game spread online by an 18-year-old hacker. And recently, at 8 a.m. on November 8th, 2023, Rockstar tweeted out an official announcement of the game trailer release. And they said, we are very excited to tell you now that in early December, we will release the first trailer for the next Grand Theft Auto. We look forward to many more years of sharing these experiences with all of you. Thank you, Sam Hauser. Pretty sure that's the CEO of Rockstar. I don't know. I'm excited about this because it also seems like people are excited because this tweet has gained 348,000 retweets, 155,000 quote tweets, 1.5 million likes, and 171 million views. I mean,
wow. I mean, there was a lot of hype around this, I would say. Because you remember when they came out with the leaks of it and you saw how much Twitter blew up about it. Honestly, I'm going to be interested in how this comes out, but at the same time, I have an idea that, like, people are going to be questioning whether it actually is that much better, you know?
Yeah.
Because we've been playing GTA Online for so long. We've been doing upgrades for GTA. I just want to know, like, if people are just going to say, oh, let's just stick online. Or what if they come out with a new GTA Online for the GTA 6?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Actually, I had a question. Will GTA 6 have an online game mode like GTA 5? So what do you guys think?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Because once GTA 6 comes out, people are going to stop playing GTA 5, let's be honest.
People
There might still be a couple that might still play it.
the
But
only-
people.
They would play it for the online.
If the
Think
game
about
is
how
good,
much,
people are
like,
going to go to GTA 6.
Do you know Elder Scrolls Online is still one of the biggest platforms out there for online gaming? Well, not
Yeah,
online
but
gaming,
they
but
didn't
play
release
them.
a new one.
No, they didn't release a new one.
If they would release Elder
But
Scrolls 2 online,
If they never
people would
made,
join in.
if they don't make a GTA 6 online, then I think GTA 5 would still stay popular because people will be playing on the GTA 5 maps.
The only
Oh,
reason
it's like the story
GTA 5 Online was still a thing and still a thing to this day is because it kept making them money.
Yeah.
It
And
did
that's
make them
why.
a lot of money.
And it's still making them a lot of money, so that's why it's still going. If
I
it
don't
stopped
think
making
it's
them
gonna
money, if it stopped making them money, they would not be doing it.
Yeah, until they start seeing
Oh.
actually die down, which will probably take a minute, honestly, because they added so much stuff to GTA Online that now they would have to add all of that stuff for the GTA 6 Online. But I'm also interested in the fact that a lot of people are saying about how they were going to make a massive map for GTA 6. And
Yeah.
I think that's going to make a ton of possibilities for new additions. to the game.
Personally, I'm much more excited about the campaign. I think many people are too
Yeah, the
because
story.
yeah, the story in all of Grand Theft Auto games is pretty much incredible. Like GTA 5 story was really good.
Yeah, the
San
first
Andreas.
GTA was pretty good.
The first GTA, if you're
Yeah,
not
its
familiar.
story was really good.
Well, the first ones, the first two actually were up top, down shooters, pretty much. Then, I mean, they were pretty good. They were pretty much like GTA style. You could like, kind of like,
Hijack cars, that's about it.
yeah. But you know, the third one is when they actually got 3D. You know, and from there is the history. And personally, I'm very excited because if you guys are not familiar, the cost of GTA 6 is rumored to be between $1 billion and $2 billion. It's apparently going to be the most expensive game of all time. So what do you guys think about that?
The most expensive, wait.
$1 billion to $2 billion.
Yeah, it's going to
Honestly-
take that much to make the game. Probably.
I'm just thinking about the fact of how much it took, like how long it took to make it. You have to pay those developers for all of that time they put into it.
10 years.
So yeah, no,
Well,
they have a lot.
Rockstar
of
has
stuff
already
they're
a
going
lot
to
of money
catch
anyway,
up on.
dude.
Yeah.
And they do have a lot of money backed up, but it's also like, I mean, they have to keep on paying the developers that update online, the ones that keep things like the moderators. They have to keep up to date with that stuff, but they also are going to need to start doing that stuff for GTA 6 as well. So they do need to make sure that they make a good
Well,
profit on it.
Apparently, GTA 6 has been in development since like 2014, from what I've heard. So it's pretty much been almost 10 years.
It better be a good game for that long.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Definitely.
hey,
I mean,
I
they
don't-
also they
I don't
had
really
to stop
have
at some
doubts, no
point.
doubts.
They had to stop at some point to take the time to make Red Dead
Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah.
know?
I feel like, no, it was like different teams though. Although maybe
guess.
some employees were working on Red Dead Redemption 2 and they got assigned to GTA 6 after the development. But from.
Lucia, we talked about getting out of this life.
Did you really think that was possible? Here, in Vice City. What a waste. Don't you miss those old days?
I do. Guns, cash, drugs, and
So remind me what you told me.
The cartel leader will fall. Holy shit! And leave a spot open for the two of us. What do you say?
I say, one last time.
I've brought some old friends with experience.
Okay.
That looks epic. That looks so cool.
Yo, I mean, yo, this.
But it's also the wrong one, right? I
Yeah,
heard you
that's
guys
the
talking
wrong-
about that.
That is the wrong one.
That's the one they're saying that they're people are allegedly saying that's the teaser. But I don't buy that.
Trolls, dude.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because, as Keegan mentioned to
I
me.
played GTA 5 long enough to know that so many of that was literally GTA 5.
Yeah, GTA 5.
I will say it definitely did
I
look
can
like
tell
it was
with the
like the modded
graphics.
version of it. There's also
But there
the
were
fact
so
that-
many scenes, Phoenix, that I could tell that were literally from GTA
Yeah.
5. Like that
Yeah.
water scene when it shows like
when it comes to something going
and
down
fighting
the
the
street.
police and stuff. That's literally from GTA.
But they did mention a cartel. That's what I'm kind of interested in. I mean, so that's going back, and I think it should be the same video. A lot of this that
That's
definitely
modded
is
GTA 5, yeah.
Yeah,
That is modded GTA 5. That's
but-
again GTA 5 because that's first person.
and I'm pretty sure that's Michael. Just to be honest, if you take Michael and put him in a suit, cover up his face, I'm pretty sure that's who that is.
No,
Especially-
that's just a regular noose officer. That's all
Also,
that is.
when they said that though, you could hear the guy say, "Oh my God," that sounded like him too. So I'm not gonna say that he's gonna come back, but I'm pretty
And
sure
that is
they might be
exactly what
using
a
the same
police
stuff.
helicopter looks
Yeah,
like.
that's
and
the GTA
explosions.
5.
That's exactly how it looks like in GTA.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
That's not. I don't think that's GTA right there. That's probably a different game.
yeah, I think that's a different game. But it's so interesting that over the years, there have been so many fake trailers that people have made, so
Don't
many
trust anything
videos.
until Rockstar
Yeah.
officially releases it. Like,
So, as you guys may have heard, the
wait,
actual
Phoenix,
trailer.
what's all that stuff?
yeah, you can see exactly what it comes from.
Ah, yeah,
literally.
yeah.
Look at all that! Wow.
So this.
And 4090. So even to get some of these stuff, like you need some really high quality stuff just to make the stuff they're putting inside of it. So I mean,
that's because that's mods.
Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
I could tell definitely that like the way those guns are
Modern
being
Warfare
used.
3 gameplay, man.
Yeah. So, man, now I want to know what it would be like compared to
Well,
this,
we're
because
gonna
like
have to wait until Rockstar releases
you have to
it.
compete with that now too.
Yeah.
You know? So
I don't think this is competition. I'm gonna be honest, bro, because the game has been in development for 10 years. We have a bunch of technology. You can see how good Cyberpunk right now looks. Like they fixed the full game. It actually looks incredible with like RTX and pretty much all of the technology. I'm actually really excited about that being in GTA 6 because GTA 5, I'm gonna be honest, at the time it looked like insane when it came out with the graphics. Now it looks like pretty bad, I would say. It's like still good game, but the graphics are not comparable. Yeah. So I wanted to actually mention that the actual trailer is going to be released in early December. We're going to keep you guys updated on that whenever it releases. Also, I've heard there was pretty much kind of an interview with Rockstar, and they have mentioned that GTA 6 will feature aging. So as you're going to be able to play through the game, your character is going to age.
do I have to worry about him dying of age? Do I have to worry about?
That's what I'm saying.
Am I playing a game of life now?
Yeah, and
Interesting.
what if it will take like literally years? Like it's going to age with like years you're playing.
I mean, I wonder if they're going to like continually add to the story mode. So like they basically add in the full story
Yeah,
mode,
DLC.
and then by the next one, the next year they go, okay, here's a new story mode
Look,
of the next year of his life.
to be completely honest with this aging thing, it's probably just gonna be the main characters aging throughout the story. That's what I'm thinking it's
Yeah.
gonna be.
That would
That might be
Because
true.
if they make it to where if they put an online in there where you're gonna be able to age in the online, an interesting idea, sure. But what if you make a 90-year-old character? He's gonna die in a month.
yeah.
What if you're
The
going?
last game you'll ever buy.
Literally, like
What if you start an online just like as a baby? Then you grow through. Actually, no, yo, that's
you
a
wouldn't be
bad
able to
idea.
baby in GTA, dude.
Yeah.
Like a crazy game, dude.
Okay, yeah, and also, no, I'm thinking maybe you're actually going to be aging through not even missions because missions, I feel like that's what people would expect, but like a true next gen, I feel like that will be just like
Maybe.
aging with like the gameplay. And
I don't think it would apply to an online because like
yeah, I mean online, who knows? Who
your
knows?
character would just like die if you made him.
Yeah, Phoenix. By the way, be careful. We cannot show GTA 6 leaks because we're gonna get striked.
Is there leaks
so-
on this page?
Yo. So, I mean, that's what
stop
I'm
them.
saying. We cannot show the leaks because they're actively like striking people.
Oh, they actually. Okay.
Yeah. So, but
can get moving on
I'm
to
pretty
the
sure
next
we
one,
didn't
so-
have any leaks. But yeah. So, also I wanted to discuss what platforms will GTA 6 release on. So my current guess is the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X.
I
What do you guys
completely
think?
agree because if the only way that that would not happen is if they waited like maybe another 5 years for the next gen consoles to come out.
And
Imagine having to wait 15 years for a new game.
Like
I mean, that's kind of what GTA 5 was, or GTA 6.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's taken 10 years, but another 5. Who cares? Who cares?
And actually, with trailer, from what I've heard, as trailer releases, we're probably gonna have to wait like at least one more year until the game
I mean,
actually
think
releases.
about it like this: if it's another 5 years, if you start playing the game, if you start playing GTA 5 at 15, and it was 2014 when that was released, you're going to be 30 years old when the next game comes out. I don't think that'd be worth it. I don't.
From what I've heard, people are suspecting that GTA 6 will be the last game in the series because of how long the development takes, and maybe I've heard that they're going to add on to the city, so they're going to be adding into like the new zones, pretty much.
Exactly, and that's why I think they're also just going to keep on adding like DLC packs, or not even DLC packs, just external new storyline.
I had this crazy theory. What if GTA 6 is going to be like whole America map?
that would be a very big
I
map.
think that'd be way too big. I think they might do Vice City with, cause I'm thinking Vice City.
Yeah, Vice City.
those
Although,
spots, San Andreas,
They could just bring some new plays too. We don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking,
Could be.
because there's this game by Ubisoft called The Crew, and you can literally travel throughout the whole U.S. It's
Yeah.
like the whole map is pretty much the U.S. map. Although it's probably, I don't know if it's like accurate though. Like
When you get things that
Probably,
work
yeah.
throughout the entire map
never
like
played
that,
Crew.
though, you can't add that much data. Like, think about Fallout 76, for example. They made a massive map, but there's a lot of stuff inside that game where it's just empty space. Where you could just go through it, and there's not a lot you can do.
well, Fallout 76, I'm pretty sure it was a rushed game. Was it?
Yeah, I'd say it
Yeah.
was.
Kind of.
Well, they
it just
released
was
all-
underdeveloped.
Yeah.
But I feel like Rockstar had
But that's
enough
also-
time to develop.
This is Bethesda
the
we're
new
talking
game.
about,
This is Rockstar though. Like
Exactly, it's
all of their
different people.
games were and are like pretty much masterpieces. Like consider Red Dead Redemption 2, which we recently got. It's like a huge game. The map is huge. The game is like 200 to 300 hours long to actually beat. So I'm excited about like a long campaign because to be fair, GTA 5 campaign was pretty long, but it's not like as long. I feel like.
Yeah, not at all.
I mean, I know I was able to play through it multiple times, so I'd say like if it took longer to get through the campaign, I feel like there'd be a lot more to explore inside of it too.
Yeah.
If it's gonna take you 10 years to develop it, I would really hope that every mission has a lot of stuff you can go into and like has a lot of stuff you can interact with and enjoy.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm just excited about this because this is gonna be like the true next gen because like this is the most expensive game there is. It's like nothing is higher than that.
How much
like,
do we think this How much do we think this would cost?
well, as it said, $1 billion to $2 billion.
I'm saying
Okay,
cost to
well,
buy.
it's probably gonna be like $70 for
70,
Oh, 70?
80 probably.
Some people are suspecting it's gonna be like $140.
maybe for
I
a
mean,
definitive edition.
Yeah, if you like buying it, so you
I
can,
mean,
get
although,
early
like-
access to online, something like that, maybe.
Considering how much it took to actually develop the game, because like Red Dead Redemption 2, it's a huge game. It's pretty much the budgets for it were $400 million. Like
Yeah.
this is pretty much almost 3 times more than that.
Yeah,
And
something like that.
I don't even know. So I'm thinking $70. I don't think they're gonna do a crazy spike in the actual in the actual price. Although I've heard that the game is projected to make $7 billion in the first year.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, although like I actually calculated technically like by the copies they sell, that's actually like fairly achievable because I'm pretty sure GTA 5 when it released, although it was a PS3 exclusive, it actually made I believe it was $1 billion in the first week, I think.
I believe it. I
Yeah.
would believe it.
So I mean,
I'm totally going
I
through some of
think-
the leaks right now,
yeah.
so don't show the screen. But I'm just thinking, like, what would be possible, because like those so much stuff. Because you did see like Red Dead 2. If you like Red Dead 2 and you can mod that, because I know you totally can.
you don't even need to mod it. There's like so much detail to it. Like,
Oh yeah,
it's
totally.
actually insane.
But I'm saying
Most
you
of
can
the
make
mods I
it.
see for that game are just funny mods, like making Arthur just like fly in the air or something.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like you could take something like Red Dead 2, mod that, and then you could have a good expectation of what you're going to see when it
I
comes
feel like
to GTA 6.
A better representation would be Cyberpunk mods because those mods are actually insane. Like they add so much stuff, like graphical improvements, everything. It's not just like
Yeah,
adding
some of them
reflective
really
floor.
are insane, aren't they,
And-
Vlad?
Yeah.
Modded
and,
people like to finish the development too. Like to
Uh-huh. I feel like actually that's a good idea. Just recruit the people who mod the game. Literally.
I mean, think about what Scott Cawthon did with Five Nights at Freddy's. He's doing that now. He's working on it. I mean, but that's more of like different gamings. That's completely different games compared to
What he
just
made?
upgrading it.
Okay, yeah, let's actually go into our other topic, which is the Sphere. So, if you guys are not familiar, the Sphere is a building that was built from 2019 to 2023 in Las Vegas by Madison Square Garden Sports Company. And this building was actually costing the company $2.3 billion to build. Yo, what if you think, yo, that's the price of GTA 6?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Why did they make it look like an eye? Why would they do that? They just decided
well-
at some point have an eye.
We can see
that's
on the
creepy.
screen that it has the Chrome ad, and I don't know. I find it actually satisfying to look at because this is literally just
That's
a
cool,
huge
though.
ball that
It's
is
totally wicked.
in real life, man. It's like
I mean, I wonder how well you can see the pixels the closer you get to it, honestly.
actually those are LED bulbs,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much.
Also, I'm surprised how well that camera can pick up on it. Because I'm thinking, like, how when you try and take a photo of a TV screen or, like, your computer screen, you can see all of the actual pixels inside of it and, like, all the lines.
Well, this is far
So I'm
away.
interested in
This
seeing-
is like a couple miles away.
But, like, if you wanted to pose with it, is it going to come out good? And how big are these pixels? Because even though it is, like, 33,000 pixels or something like
No,
that.
not 33.
How
it's
much more?
Way more.
Yeah, I know, totally.
And so it's 366 feet high, 516 feet wide at its broadest point, and it is the largest spherical building in the world at 875,000 square feet. And it has the capacity of up to 20,000 people standing inside, and it has seating spots for 18,600 people inside.
So you can sit in this thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. No, it's a theater, basically. So you can have
It's,
concerts
I didn't
inside
know
of
that.
it.
It's not only a theater; it's like a huge mall, pretty much.
I thought it was just a big ball.
There's a
just-
mall.
And inside there is the actual biggest screen in the world. It's a 16K resolution LED screen measuring
14,000 pixels.
160,000 square feet. That's crazy. Considering that it has actually, it's like
How much do you think an ad would cost to put on
an
that?
ad. From
Probably
what
a
I've
lot of
heard,
money.
yeah. From
Super Bowl prices, I'd
No,
say.
it's $300,000 for one day and $500,000 for a week.
Wow.
Although,
If
I've
it's
heard
300
that.
grand for a day and 500 for a week. I mean,
Yeah,
why not just buy the week?
that's the point. That's what I've heard people say. Like, that's genius marketing because, like, you wouldn't buy the actual $300,000. You would buy like $500,000 instead. That's $200,000 more for them. And I'm pretty sure those are like maybe like 1 minute increments. So like how much money they can get from this. That's
Think about all the work for the graphic designers having to do that screen and all those different elements for the screen.
I was gonna say, imagine trying to design a ad that you can display on this. The best that you can do is like they have those very thin screens that go around entire stadiums. I think it's gonna be the same type of thing. Where you just make it, but
I
you have to make
believe-
it the opposite way where it goes around it instead of.
I believe it's
surrounding
like I don't know.
that
It's
Travis Scott
it
or
costs $2.3 billion to make.
Oh my God,
So
it's
I'm
Travis Scott.
thinking that they made like a special software for graphic designers to use, really, because it's obvious that you know how much they're going to have to make those like different designs and stuff. You know, it's like pretty much a separate job you have. Because like for graphic designers, this was never ever done before. Like you wouldn't have like a pretty much a ball to design the actual graphic for.
You know, when they do the photos for Google Maps, I wonder who's going to be the ad that's going to get placed on it when they take
Yo.
that photo.
I was actually researching today. I was thinking, yo, can you see it from the space? And apparently, you can actually see it from the International Space Station.
Oh, wow.
They're able to, although I didn't find much information, but apparently it's like so huge you can kind of see it.
I was
Although,
gonna say, how bright is it too? Because like, if that thing's on
Well,
all night,
you can
night,
see it's,
imagine
like,
being
during
one of
the
those
day, yeah.
hotels too. Like, if you're in a hotel trying to sleep and you look out the window at 2 a.m. and there was an eyeball just looking,
Close the curtains.
I don't know if
I
In
mean,
the,
that's
in the
true.
night, usually they run the moon, and they do like
that's cool.
eclipses, phases of the moon and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and it just spins all night long.
Oh, that's cool. I've seen that. Also, there's like I've seen they made an Earth, like pretty much a circular Earth, and it's pretty much like the times of the day too. So it's like it goes
I
on.
think it'd be trippy if they made the Earth like they did the like you said the entire Earth and then it just zoomed into where it is and then just starts to
Oh,
display
that would
its
be
own thing,
cool.
and starts to
Although, like, how would they zoom in if it's like 360 degrees? They would have to like project the same thing
Oh,
on
yeah.
both sides. Yeah, that's what I was thinking because like there is this emoji which they display often. It's like this yellow emoji.
it's like the opposite of a 360 camera.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, is that emoji pretty much on both sides of the actual sphere? And you know, it's pretty much a marble inside of the tech right now because this is like the best.
I wonder if they're gonna do
Can
anything
get to-
interesting
yeah.
during the New Year. For like
The New
ball
Year?
drop. Do you think they're gonna like do an
They're doing a lot for
explosion?
Formula One this weekend.
Yeah. There's Formula One inside of Las Vegas this weekend, and yeah, I'm actually surprised by how much Las Vegas is getting this year, because so there's Formula One, there's the Sphere, and it's getting so much traction, like tourist traction, from all around the world. So I don't know. I was thinking, what if there would be like some kind of the Sphere inside of like New York City or something like that? That would be kind of cool, I feel.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Although, like, you wouldn't see it besides the building. Some about.
I mean, you'd see a lot better than you can see the Statue of Liberty because whenever you pass by New York, like, oh, I wonder if I can see the Statue of Liberty. Most of the time, you can't. But now that I think, like, if you put a massive sphere inside the middle of a city, either the buildings are going to cover it up.
No,
that's
but
another
what if you
thing.
put it on the island with like the Statue of Liberty or something like that?
I don't think it would fit.
Yeah, it
honestly.
wouldn't
Yeah,
fit.
we should just get rid of the Statue of Liberty, put that big sphere there, and then just have it cast as Statue of Liberty.
Get rid of this. Just
I
an
mean, it's
image
like
of it.
360,
Yeah.
3D.
Then every once in a while, like April Fool's Day, just put like an emoji of it. Just easy.
But apparently, they're having plans to actually make the sphere inside of London, and it's gonna be bigger than the one that we have in Las Vegas.
I'm thinking of like, I missed one that was like, oh, the Epcot ball. No, now it's just the LED sphere. That's where you want to go. That's
But yeah, so apparently that's gonna cost $1 billion. I've heard. Although that's like actually way less than what we have for $2.3 billion on Las Vegas. And I don't know. I think it would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool going to Europe, seeing like a giant sphere in there. But that's just in the plannings. It's not confirmed or anything yet.
you can make some cool designs with this thing, though. You know, like I'm actually this looks like one of the times they made basically it looks like the sphere is like opening up almost, but it's not.
I've seen they made like a globe.
Well, like imagine if
Yeah.
what they do, they like put like at least like 100, 200 drones inside of the thing, and when they're doing a show inside of it, they could display what's happening inside.
What
the
if
sphere.
there are like the drone shows and whatnot? What if they kind of implemented them and like randomly just started like having drones fly up? Like kind of like it looks like it's flying from the sphere, you know?
Oh, okay.
3D.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just
Oh,
thinking.
maybe what they could do is take it so the screen shrinks up, so they make it so what was getting displayed gets smaller and then just flies. So then
People
you
are
have
also
the
saying
sphere
that
in
went to the
sphere.
U2 concert that when they had it, they couldn't look at the screen while they were going up to their seats because they said it was almost like vertigo. You get lost in it, like the world.
No, I would too, totally. Like
They
that.
said you had to sit down before you could look at the screen.
Oh, by the way, can you show the screen inside here, Phoenix? Can you look up the screen inside?
I think this is one of the photos right here, actually. Well, you can
yeah,
see
yeah.
all the seats inside of it down here, and then
Yeah, that's just the giant screen,
That.
16K. That's like the biggest screen we have in the
there's
world.
this one as well. So I guess this would be like, imagine a TED Talk inside this thing. Imagine.
It's that on.
Okay, guys, this is all my equations, and it's just tons and tons of just worlds everywhere.
I mean, yeah.
This one looks cool though. Imagine like if they just emptied out the seats and be like, okay, guys, we're playing laser tag. Okay, guys.
Laser tag.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, actually, I forgot to mention that.
Do you have a couple $100 million you can throw to rent the place?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
New Mr. Beast video.
ooh.
He probably will do a video at that sphere, probably.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
he
doubt it, yeah.
should. But actually, all seats in there have high-speed internet access. Also, haptic technology is incorporated into 10,000 of the venue seats.
Yeah, but how much is it?
Oh
to get
wow, and it's
inside
right
that
off the Las
sphere?
Vegas Strip too, so it's pretty close. It's like dead in the middle of where you want to be in Las Vegas.
Yeah, but how much do you think would be in there to get inside the place just to find a seat? Like, how much money you have to spend?
Well, apparently.
You can look up the U2 residency tickets to find out. They're the first music act in there. They opened it, and I think they're still doing stuff in there.
Look it up, Phoenix.
I'm pretty
Find it out.
sure they had a concert recently. I'm not sure who it was with, but those people got $10 million to perform in the Sphere, and actually 90% of the revenue from the actual
Let's see what we can do
tickets. Yeah,
here. All right, so
fine
November
tickets.
20th. So if I wanted to go this weekend, actually, no, I think that's like Monday.
I'm pretty sure it costs
Ooh,
$70
$170?
to even get.
That's
into
just the
Sphere, yeah.
experience. Yeah, that's
Wow.
just the like.
$170.
That's just the hangout inside the place. So that's
Well, that's music and probably like a immersive video or something.
And you see the bar shape or Phoenix, you can go up to $249.
oh, actually, now that I think about it, so could move that down so it only shows me the most expensive ones. So it looks like
Sure.
everyone wants to be dead in the middle. It looks like that's what's going to be the most expensive.
I mean, yeah, that's the most
don't
immersive
know.
though.
I would put
Oh,
U2
yeah,
at the
totally.
Sphere and see how much a concert was, because that's just like going to a an IMAX theater. You know what I mean?
What was the band that was
U2.
playing? U2.
Oh, you too, yeah.
How do you play? How do they?
U2, letter
Is
U
it
and
literally
two.
just like that?
Nope. No, U and two.
Oh, you too.
Bro,
At the
yeah,
Sphere.
then
Yeah,
nothing to-
okay.
Sphere.
Oh, I remember U2. I forgot about that. I forgot
what
that
are
it
you
was like
doing?
that
What are you
big.
doing?
What are you doing?
I am struggling with typing my bad. They're the first people, aren't they? Like in their 50s at this point now. Actually, no, they were like in their 20s in like 2000. So they can't be that old. Either way. All right.
The tickets.
U2, UV. Let's see. 11 new shows. Buy tickets.
Uh-huh. Oh, Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster is the one that has the most expensive tickets, as always.
Looks like the site you were on before, bro.
So that's
let's see.
December 1. Yeah.
So let's go dead in the middle, like they said, 306. I think it was what it was. I can't.
Well, you
select
can't.
anything.
They're sold out.
It's just the map. Is that actually?
Yeah, sold
Wow.
out now. And that's for
Jeez.
December 1st.
That's kind of fast. Actually, no. I would expect
Go
that.
like
so
further.
let's
like
go
down.
to like right around Christmas time. Let's say. Let's say. It's,
You're
No,
way
like
past
Christmas, it
Christmas.
will be sold out.
oh yeah, totally. But this the 16th. It's
So what happens when it's? I know it usually
still
would,
sold
like-
out.
Wow.
I know it would like never ever snow in Las Vegas, but say it did, what would it do to the sphere?
I think they would have the sphere get heated, so it melts the snow.
It has heating on it.
No,
I
wait.
wouldn't doubt they would probably
No,
add it.
it's LEDs. So,
It snows once a year.
Oh, it snows once a year. I mean,
Man.
yeah, they probably have some kind of a system, I guess,
I'm
against
just-
that.
I can't even see it, like anything. Like
Yeah, everything is sold out.
So if you really want something, you have to probably buy them. Oh, $736. Wow, 2,500.
That's probably.
for a ticket.
No, that's the front on the left. That's like the worst seat.
I know. Yeah, it's not even that like in a good place.
For
either.
2 tickets, 2,700.
all the way up in the corner, dude.
What about the middle? Like the best seats?
So would we say that the in front of them would?
No, in the
is
middle.
this?
Yo, what are you doing, man?
I don't know what's going on, man. This is
Yeah, go in the middle. Try. Actually, no, they're all sold out.
206 down here.
Ooh, or here, yeah.
You still got a couple.
So that is going to be
Oh no, you don't.
10,000.
Never mind.
That's 2 of them,
10,000
isn't it?
for.
Yeah, that's
One
10,000 for one
ticket.
ticket. Yo, what?
I don't think I have the money for that.
I mean, I don't think I have either.
I wish I had a sound effect for that one song. They go, it's a ba ba.
Imagine the prices during Christmas, though.
It
Oh
didn't
my
even
God.
show.
This is
anything
in
for
January.
Christmas.
Is inside this feel heated or is it going to be freezing cold?
No,
Like
it's
sitting down?
climate
Yeah,
controlled.
it's.
Yeah.
I would say
Okay.
if it wasn't climate controlled, dude, nobody would want to be there.
I was gonna think about it. Like honestly, if there was that many people in though, yeah.
I mean, dude, they spent $2.3 million or $1 billion.
1,000. If you're
yeah.
dead in the middle, it goes up to 10,000. It seems like that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What about like 406? How much is that? Because that's like the back.
406? So all the way in the back, let's see.
Oh, there.
There's only 2 of them left. It seems like. And about
3,000.
4,000. Either way, that's still out of my price range.
Out of your price range, man?
For how old you? Okay, U2 isn't that old, I will say. So I don't want to go and like embarrass anyone who grew up listening to U2, but I feel like when it comes to these new bands, like all the older bands, I don't know if it's going to be that worth it, especially when even all the way in the back is still $4,000 for a ticket.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they got it.
This could be U2's one of their last concert tours, though. Too. They're getting older, like you said.
Honestly, that'd be a pretty good last console. That'd be a good place for it, but
Yeah, it
yeah,
was U2 who got it.
that's
So
a good retirement.
They
fund.
got $10 million for the actual, performances, and they're getting 90% of the ticket sales, which I think is a pretty good deal. Although, are they under a label? Do you know? They probably are. So those ticket sales, they're probably getting like 10% of
I'm
that.
thinking about like the Taylor Swift tickets. You know how they were making those like make it expensive for
Yeah.
those concerts for the resale tickets. I wonder what it would be like.
Yo,
to have, like, a
imagine-
Taylor Swift inside one of these.
Yeah, imagine if Taylor Swift performing like this.
Also,
Yeah.
when you get to decide what you put on it during a concert, how do you decide there's so much space to fill?
I mean, that's the graphic designer's job.
I guess it totally is, but it's just like that's a lot. You know, like if it was Taylor Swift, there's not a ton to it other than if you
I
make like
mean,
pink and like cool, it's looking.
Yeah, you can
clouds,
make something
maybe.
like that. You can make like a universe or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know, it's just
They were doing pictures of the desert. It felt like you were in the desert. They said people, your senses felt like you were in the desert.
That makes sense, though. Yeah, especially if you were going to change up like how the actual weather is, though, too. Anything in the middle, though, from 6,000 to 10,000. God, yeah, no, I would not. I wouldn't want to go with that.
I mean, I think I would just want to go try. I don't want to go to a concert. I'm gonna be honest. Although,
I'm saying, I
No.
mean, there's some new artists that are coming up that just even like. I don't know. I wonder like what the cheapest one would be. I think it'd probably just be the general admission, which is going to be like 500, 700 just to get in there and sit in there. Anything like I wouldn't try and get in though to try and see someone.
Yeah,
though,
I'd go for the
unless
experience.
You have the money. Oh, I mean, I would want to go for the experience.
experience.
But I wouldn't have the money to go to the experience. You know.
I don't know. Still, I would. Just,
$179 for the experience. I think.
oh, the experience, like
yeah, so like the IMAX movie type theater with the full sound system and everything.
yo, they should totally do Interstellar in the Sphere.
Oh, really?
Interstellar, man, that's one of my favorite.
They'd have to
movies.
reshoot that whole. Think about how you'd have to shoot the movie for the 360 though.
Yeah, I mean,
Like it'd be
although-
like a VR experience.
It would be. Yeah, no. And what do they have? Anything like
Yeah,
that?
they have 360 cameras.
I mean, I'm just thinking. So even in VR, though, you can't get that high quality of like videos going.
It's like
You go on YouTube, but VR, you can't find the best stuff. But like, I mean, you
But
need to
that's
get something
YouTube,
like
though.
that. That is YouTube.
you know they shoot specific. For example, Christopher Nolan, they shoot or he shoots specifically for IMAX and whatnot.
I did not know.
He
Yeah,
did that
so-
for Oppenheimer. Yeah,
Yeah, for example, for
he
Oppenheimer,
actually did
yeah,
actual like film stuff.
in the resolution that
Yeah,
it's
literal
like
film.
widescreen. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And
I wonder will I can get the cheapest.
yeah,
ticket
I'm pretty
for
sure they're
501.
definitely going to make movies for the Sphere. I feel
They
like.
probably would.
But the tickets, how much are the tickets gonna cost?
Too much money.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like
no,
that's only
totally.
the experience, which is
If
like
you were to
170
so
bucks.
think
Yeah.
about how much they just sold tickets for the new Final Fantasy movie. That thing sold out, and they made a bunch of money. It was one of the biggest things that Blumhouse actually has made. That being said, if you were to do something like that here, if you did a whole movie inside the Sphere, dude, that'd be so immersive.
Isn't
People
it-
would love it.
Yo,
but oh my
isn't
God,
Five
the
Nights at
prices.
Freddy's not really a horror movie though?
No, that one wasn't.
it's like
definitely
not scary.
But I mean, if you take something like you go with Halloween, something
Halloween.
like that.
Yo,
you know?
imagine like
Michael
it's
Myers
a Five
chasing
Nights
after
at
you.
Freddy's 2 movie, and they have like
Or you do
foxy
point of
jump
view
scare
movies.
inside of the Sphere, bro.
If you were able to do like a point of view movie where you are the one being chased down, I think that'd be kind of scary. But I don't think you'd be able to.
Nah,
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
you'd be able to make it that
I think
well.
that would be better for VR. I feel like.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, imagine a huge jump scare just in the Sphere.
That would be so messed up. That'd be so.
I mean,
Giving the old people heart attacks.
No, yeah.
I mean, some of the older folks right there. But
I
yeah,
don't think older folks are going in there. I don't think.
I mean, what if they didn't expect it though? Like just the.
Old grandma going
Oh,
into the
yeah.
Sphere.
Oh, you know how they had those like what was it? It was like that old meme where it's there's this like old lady or something, and they were playing this impossible game or whatever, where you have to go ahead like as a small circle and go through the maze.
Oh, the maze.
Yeah, and then it's like if you hit like
Hit any
a
of the
wall, it
walls?
jump scares you.
Yeah, no. I mean, God, that is some type of Mr. Beast movie. Some Mr. Beast video at least. See who can stay the longest inside the Sphere with just random stuff coming after you.
I mean,
something
yo,
like that. But this place is massive.
I
so you
think
need a
Mr.
lot of
Beast can
people.
actually like buy out the actual like for one day this year.
Probably, but like also, if you're charging $10,000 for a pre-reserved seat, how much would they want you to charge for
I
the
mean-
entire building? You know, that's like buying out a mall, which he also did do.
Well,
which he also,
Yeah.
which
Wait, how much is 10,000 times 10,000? Isn't that
1
1
million?
billion? No.
it's about $1 million.
Isn't it 1 billion? Yo, I'm not doing that.
Just look it up, dude.
Yeah, look it up, man. You have the laptop over
Okay,
here,
10,000
bro. What do you do? 10,000
Yo, what are you
times
doing?
10,000.
times 10,000.
It's $1 million. Wait,
That looks like 10
1, 2,
million.
3,
That
4,
looks-
5, 6, 100 million.
It's quite a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of
But
money. Although,
It's gonna be more than that. There's no chance that 100 million is gonna buy that thing out. You think
Yeah,
about
that's-
how much of the money made.
although no, the $10,000 seats are only the middle ones though.
Yep.
The other ones are like 1,000.
But you're also
so-
buying the entire place.
Yeah, for a day. For a day. I mean, it's still running on the
And you have to pay
outside.
the people to do the graphic design on the inside, graphic design on the outside as well.
Yeah, remember when like Mr. Beast did the thing for PewDiePie when it was the T-Series war and he bought out like
He
a
bought
billboard?
vans and billboards and stuff like that.
What if he
but
bought out the Sphere? I mean,
don't
he
know.
could. $300,000 for one day.
Is
I
it
mean, he
also
totally
possible they're going to be doing two things at once? Like, think about the fact that, like, if you have a concert going on the inside, and then you have just an ad playing on the outside.
could. Well, that's what they have, literally. I mean, they are kind of making. That's kind of genius because
Mm-hmm.
you're making money like off just inside and outside.
They're making money constantly. There's no way they're going to stop making money unless it turns out.
Although no,
Imagine a massive
not
power
constantly,
outage.
not constantly, because not all of their ad placements are sold out. That's why you can see, for example, there's the smiley face, there's like the moon. If it would be all sold out, it would be just like running ads 24/7. Although it's like close to running ads
Being in Las
24/7,
Vegas,
yeah.
though.
It's sold out for this weekend because
Is
I
it?
didn't see the moon. When I tracked back 12 hours, I didn't see the moon at all. It was all ads all night long.
Ads. Although I mean, I kind of prefer ads. Although, I mean, I don't know. Because, like, during Super Bowl, people are waiting for the ads on there constantly. I feel like it's the same thing here, too.
I want to see them make it into a glass globe. Well, not like a glass globe. But
Yeah,
put
for the Christmas.
SpongeBob. No, like SpongeBob dead in the middle. You know how they did there was the Super Bowl commercial like last year when they had SpongeBob in the middle with all his little with all the people
Bikini
playing
Bottom?
instruments. Not Bikini Bottom, but no, it was the band. They had, I don't know if you watched the Super Bowl commercial last year. They had the band from SpongeBob just play dead in the middle, and I think they could actually do that just in though because it's already a feel. I think it'd be funny.
I mean,
Would it be easy though?
I wanted to turn into a snow globe. I think that would be cool for
It would be
Christmas.
cool. Or make it like snow globe, and you could just make an entire forest.
Although,
cast.
what I'm wondering is,
You know?
can you make it like 3D, like outside? Because it's like,
You could definitely make it trippy. Imagine
Yeah,
putting an optical
because-
vision on that.
like on Times Square, they have this one huge screen where it's like, it's kind of divided by a building, and it's like pretty much going vertically, and then it's like split horizontally, and it's going the other side. So it's like it has this 3D effect if you look at it in real life. I'm wondering if they can do the same on the sphere, because although like you cannot really see that through videos, maybe it's like that in real life. Who knows? But yeah, let's go into our fourth topic today, which is Avatar: The Last Airbender trailer release. And if you're not familiar, which many people probably have watched this show, but it's
I love that show.
yeah, it's a classic 2005 Nickelodeon cartoon, and it is receiving a live-action TV show adaptation by Netflix with a full trailer that was released on November 9th, 2023. So that trailer actually garnished, I believe, over like 12 million views. So many people have seen it, and many people are actually excited about this. I was personally excited when I've just heard the news that they're going to make an adaptation for Avatar.
They did a
The
really
Last
bad job the
Airbender.
first time they did it. At least Netflix did a really bad job the first time they did it. Right? 'Cause
No,
they
it wasn't
made the-
Netflix. It wasn't Netflix. No, it was a separate
Oh.
studio that did the
Okay.
movie in 2010, which actually failed miserably.
Yeah, no, well, because you watched it and he said his name was Ong. That is not how you pronounce Aang. It's not.
I mean,
like, honestly, I wonder if they're actually going to make references to it just because, like,
how
it was
bad?
just-
Okay, I don't think they should put
used to be so
references
bad. I
inside of a
know.
live
It'd be funny.
adaptation.
But it's also just, I wonder
mean-
how much they're going to include, how much they're going to take out. Because I've already been told that they're going to make it so there's no love interest inside of
Yeah,
it.
that's
Which is really odd because you actually
that's
see
what I've heard. I'm
Suki
not sure if
having love
it's going
interest
to
in
be.
it.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I'm not sure if it's going to be that way.
Maybe. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
maybe, but I don't know. I feel like the casting of the actual Aang kind of looks weird. I'm gonna be honest, considering like,
They kind of, I mean,
yeah,
it is
can you show the
definitely more
can you show the,
accurate, but it's
actual?
also, I'm not sure. I mean,
So I was kind of weirded out. No, I don't want to show the whole trailer because I don't want to get
Okay.
copyrighted. But I want to show this one moment over here. So it was actually whatever. Let's play it out, but without audio.
Okay.
So because I feel like that's
Music
not
video?
gonna get us copyrighted. Like a teaser. I'm pretty sure that's not the trailer.
go to this one here.
Yeah, that's the trailer. 15 million views in 7 days. That's a pretty crazy amount.
Okay. Yeah, this is the one then.
Mhm.
Because you can see the warfare bossing side,
Yeah,
right?
that's
And
the
I think that's
airbenders.
them trying to kill off all the airbenders.
Yeah, that wasn't
Spear.
actually shown inside of the show. Yo, also, what I wanted to mention is that there is an important fact to consider because the actual original creators have quit the project early on because they believed that their creative vision for the show wasn't being supported. So that's actually a pretty huge red flag because
Well,
although
uh,
the CGI looks good, but we don't really know how the writing will be because like the writing is actually the thing that separates a good show from a bad show. Doesn't matter how good the CGI is.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm also just looking at these cities. Like,
I'm talking to
these
Mike.
cities just look insane, honestly. And I mean, I think most of the other characters, like Iroh, Zuko, I think they did a pretty good job with all the other castings. It's just, I mean,
I like.
I'm interested to see.
Yeah,
how
I
it
like
comes out,
most of the
honestly.
cast, but I think
I
the
feel like
cast for
the
Aang is
show,
pretty
the
weak,
show
yeah.
itself might be kind of in the middle. It might not be as good because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
the shows that Netflix is coming out with, it seems like it's they're very basic shows, but because there's so much
Yeah.
backup to this, and they know that they're going to get such backlash if they do it incorrectly. I
Although-
think this is going to come out a lot better.
I
than it
feel like
normally would.
Netflix really doesn't care about what they do recently because
Yeah.
they're just doing live adaptations for things that people don't even want. It's like
I mean,
they're making a bunch of documentaries.
I wouldn't want this now that I think about it.
I mean,
I was gonna say, oh, I would want this, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I would. I think I would prefer just to keep it that way, so I don't have to worry about whether this is
So
a good
that's-
show or not.
that's Aang
know?
over there. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. I
Definitely.
like.
I like
Appa,
the way
yeah.
Appa looks, honestly.
Yeah. So I was concerned about this moment over here in the trailer. So you can see that's Aang and that's Katara. And I mean,
And
yo,
kind of just looks like a child.
yeah, that's what I'm
Aang,
saying.
you know?
Because like, yo, can you move out, bro? You're covering Aang over here, man. Yeah, so I mean, he looks like a child, and yeah, I don't know. That's kind of raises some concerns for me, at least, because apparently, if you watch the actual Avatar Airbender, spoiler alert, they actually have like a romantic interest, and then they kiss and whatnot. But like, Aang actually grows through the show. I'm pretty sure.
I
He,
mean,
like he kind of
does
gets
get a
taller.
bit
Yeah.
older. He gets about a year older throughout the show.
Yeah.
But
And-
also, he just grows a lot more of a human. But like, if you look at most of the animes that they do, even Naruto, when they get-
Naruto, bro, you messed that
Naruto.
up so
Either
bad,
way,
yo.
once they get into the fight scenes, they just look different. Look completely. Like you can
I
see
mean-
the muscles get more defined, the faces get more defined, and then they look older. Than
Well, that's
normally are.
animation.
And you can't exactly.
But this
do
is
that
this
when
is
it comes to
real
the
life,
shows.
though.
So it's going to be a lot more different.
I mean,
you know?
I don't know. Because like,
I'm also not as intimidated by him. I mean, I wouldn't be intimidated him in the first place.
Yeah, but-
also, like, if he's supposed to be this scary figure going against like an army of people, I feel like it
doesn't
would
like
be,
at the end he get like half
terrifying.
naked or something like that, like the end fight.
I mean, he definitely doesn't. I know he takes the shirt off. And
Yeah.
I think he just has something like
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure like the end fight. Okay, I don't want to spoil much, but like, actually no, everyone has seen the show. Like, who cares at this point?
I mean, I would feel bad if you were going to have this.
Yeah,
be the
you're
first
waiting for this.
rendition of the show. Don't watch this one. Don't watch.
Yeah, watch
know?
the animated version first. So, yeah, so that's Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I'm actually wondering if they are going to, if this show performs really
Ooh,
good.
This is a side-by-side comparison of the two, actually.
Ah, that's actually cool. Okay,
And
so
then you can actually see what they do. Oh, that's
let's watch this on the screen real quick.
so now I know what this is. This is Ozai's Comet,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically what gives the Fire Nation most of their power.
Yeah.
So this is a fighting scene between the two places. That makes a lot more sense
Yeah,
now.
so you can see that this is the actual fighting scene, which wasn't
Mm-hmm.
included inside of the animated show. So,
No, well, so it's somewhat included. That was
but it wasn't really included. It was just like the aftermath.
yeah. Well, it was the warfare at
Okay, yo, look at this casting though.
They're kind of swapping stuff.
Yeah,
up,
Zuko.
definitely.
Yo, no, not this. Bro, this guy. I mean, although he kind of seems similar. I'm gonna be honest.
I feel like they could do a good job if he does.
Yeah,
the
they did a
proper
pretty good
acting.
job. But like,
I think it's okay. At some point in the show, they go to a drama rendition of it where people actually in a play doing it. I want to see how they do that.
oh, I remember that.
You know.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts
Because
of
it's
the show. Yeah.
basically doing it 3
This is
times over.
beautiful though. Like,
Mhm.
the actual city. Like,
Well, also if you look at this scene, that's the war general,
Mm-hmm.
and they are not the. I mean, these are the same scenes, but
yeah, just
right
let
after
it play
this
out.
one. Here, one moment. Why is this not playing? Okay.
Yeah, the city is beautiful. I think. The
This is not. What's it? Zuko. I'll be honest. This is him. This is one of.
This is his dad,
That's
isn't
the,
it?
no. This is the war general
Yeah.
at his prison.
I'm pretty
basically,
sure. No, I think they.
when they're trying to hunt down the Avatar.
I don't think
It's-
if that's the same scene. Maybe it's like a
No, they're
different
not.
one at the end. Yeah.
They're related scenes, but then definitely not the same ones.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Some of them are the same, but I think they definitely just found some of the same images, right? Because this definitely is the same scene.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting seeing how they do it, but a lot of it definitely
Yeah, it
does
looks good.
seem
Although,
pretty good.
I mean,
A lot of it seems kind of accurate, but I feel like they're going to be missing a lot of the pieces. Of
yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that like a lot of the actual like power and the like animation and stuff with CGI doesn't look goofy because it's like I mean often the live adaptation of like anime and stuff.
It doesn't normally come
Yeah,
out good.
it doesn't look good.
You saw it with Death Note. You saw it with this too.
Although-
Honestly, you saw it with.
I mean, sort of, but this looks
But
pretty good.
the difference
trailer.
is also you can fit an entire show inside of this. Like they plan on making this be a 3-season show.
Is
at
it 3
least.
seasons?
It's either one season or they're going to try and fit 3 seasons into one season, or they're going to do the same thing with 3 seasons.
I think it's
the
gonna
original show
be
is
one season only.
Maybe because honestly, it
No,
probably
because
would
they
cost a
showed
lot.
stuff from the end too.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the Fire Island and whatnot. That's
Yeah.
like actually, I think that's the middle part of the show, isn't it? Fire Island?
Foundation.
No, yeah, the volcanic island.
I'm not sure what part of that would be. That would be that's when they go to the Foundation. So that's the 3rd season. That's the
Isn't
beginning
it
of the
when
3rd
he
season.
gained the
'Cause
fire powers?
It's not when he gains it. He actually gains it like right before the fight. So he basically there's a lot of stuff they need to fit in though because they
Yeah.
need to get it so Zuko's going after him. Zuko eventually gives up on it, and then
Okay, don't spoil a lot of
all that
so
kinda stuff, you
I
know?
mean, I'm gonna watch it
There's a lot
personally.
of
I'm
stuff.
kind of excited about it. I don't know.
But like you can also just like you can tell the difference when you look at even just this one photo, tiny in the corner. Like
No,
the old-
that was the old one.
the
That's
old
the old
rendition
one,
did
But-
not come out good. in
yeah. I
any way.
mean, yeah.
But at least this time they're not whitewashing everyone.
Besides
is
the
definitely a good
authors,
thing.
the authors,
That too.
they quit. I mean, for a significant reason. Oh,
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
because I wouldn't want to be put under the pressure of having to stand up to today's standards when it comes to like races and stuff like that, because people love to be able to point it out and say this isn't right, this isn't right, this is not right. So
I
that's
mean,
a lot of pressure to get.
I don't
behind,
really
you know?
think it's the reason they quit because they quit, as they said, because they believed that their creative vision for the show wasn't being supported. So that means that they probably added some extra scenes, or maybe the original creators wanted to change some things up.
Or
Because
they're missing too much.
maybe it's too
They might
rushed.
be trying to cut
Yeah,
things
maybe,
out.
they're-
Some other things happen.
That actually
some
makes
things come
sense.
out.
If it's one season, like 3 seasons packed into one season, it might be rushed. But if, for example, each episode is like 40 minutes, I think they have some time to actually explore the
Definitely,
characters.
especially because the original show, each episode's about 10 to 12 minutes.
Yeah.
You know?
And I feel
So
yeah.
that's double the time. You could probably do 2-3 episodes in one episode. You know.
And the show is going to come out actually on when is it? I don't have it on here. Is it February? I'm pretty sure. Go to the original trailer. But yeah, so it was announced 7 days ago with the trailer. Oh,
It just comes 2024. It says.
2024. And you guys might be familiar, but Netflix recently did their whole, what was it? I'm pretty sure it was called the, yeah. So pretty much, if you have, it's the account sharing. Yeah. So many people are against Netflix recently because they did their whole account sharing. I don't know, act or whatever.
It's basically starting to ask whether you're the only one that uses the account or not.
They don't even ask. They just use your IP address and they see how many devices actually use the actual
I mean,
Netflix
it's
account.
something that like Hulu's been doing that for a while. I'm pretty sure. Where
No,
you can
I'm
only
not-
use it on 2 things.
No, many
Hulu.
companies started doing
few
it
of them.
after Netflix because so many people were actually on strike against like Netflix. I wouldn't call on strike, but like they were just against Netflix, like on many users and whatnot, Twitter users. Everyone was calling out Netflix because they started doing it in like at first they tested it in like smaller countries, then they actually went ahead and did it like full worldwide. And although many people expected them to actually have less users, people would walk away, but instead they actually gained way more users than million they lost. I'm pretty sure they gained like 4 million new users, per month because of that. And many companies seen that, and they actually went ahead, did the same. So there's a lot of hate to Netflix really in the past like year or so. I mean, although I don't know, I hope the show turns out to be good. And I'm wondering if this show is going to be good, will they make The Legend of Korra?
Oh, I mean, so that would be really interesting to see because they do a lot more different stuff inside of it. Well, they have an entire part of the city inside Legend of Korra that is completely taken over by vines and stuff like that. So that's going to be a lot of the same animation, but I think the Legend of Korra as itself had a lot of cons against it. A lot of
Yeah.
people didn't like how it came out, because like just the animation of it. So I think
No, I personally thought the
making a
animation looked
live
good.
action of it is going to be the same kind of situation we have here, where it's like, is it going to be even remotely good? So they might want to, they might propose the idea, but I don't think they'd ever follow through with it.
I don't know. I think
It
if
depends on
this
how much
does
money
good,
makes, too.
if this does good, I think they're going to, because it's pretty much a continuation to Avatar, like directly, really. I mean, it's a different Avatar, but
Also, they never show Top. Top is she's what teaches Aang how to do earthbending, and she just
Yeah.
doesn't exist inside the trailer.
yeah, I
at all.
pointed it out before we actually did the show, but it's I
They
don't
don't
know.
show
I mean, I'm
Top.
pretty sure we have the full casting for the actual show though. So, like, if you look it up, but I mean, I don't know. We cannot really speculate much. We know some things. We got the trailer. We can only go as far as rating it by the trailer, and I think it looks good. Although I wish they would release like just a new animated show, like the next Avatar or something like that.
I mean, it's also just like it's not too easy. I wish they had the prequel to the Legend of Korra where they see Aang like growing up, because they did the same thing when it came to Adventure Time, where they made what was it, Fiona and Cat. And Fiona and Cat didn't even come out that bad, honestly. I think it was a pretty good show. They definitely changed it up a lot, and they made a multiverse kind of thing going on when it came to Fiona and Cat. So I hope they don't do something like it, but they have connections in that show where they make it so that makes sense. That being said, I wish they would made it so when you can see, because inside, like I said, Fiona and Cat, you can see Finn and Jake as like grown animals and a human. Like you can just see them growing up, fighting and stuff like that. I wonder if they're going to do, like, I wanted to see something like that for The Last Airbender, because I think a lot of the speculation was, like, what happens when The Last Airbender is 20 years old, when he's, like, insanely overpowered and he just knows everything, How does that work? How does things plan out?
I mean, he turned
And
old.
What was it that made it so they were able to build towns on towns? They were able to have neutral spots inside of the inside the kingdoms, that kind of stuff. Because there's a lot of things that lead it up to the Legend of Korra that they just didn't really exactly show.
I mean, personally, I just want them to create a whole new story, because since many people didn't enjoy The Legend of Korra, I feel like it would be much better to just like scrap, or not scrap, but like go past it, past Korra and whatnot, because avatars, they transfer the powers.
I
and
think
whatnot.
it'd be difficult because after the 1800s, you have to go about 100 years ahead of time, I'd say. So that's going to be about the 1900s. That's like World War One. And I think
Ooh, that would be cool though.
imagine
World
like an
War
Avatar
One with
doing
powers.
World War One,
Yo, World War One.
And also
but
think
in
about
Avatar
the
scene.
fact that, like, at that point, humans were so advanced. Like, you can see it inside the Legend of Korra, the
no.
machinery they were using.
Yes.
So it's going to have to be much more advanced than that. So
But,
it's going
like-
to probably be like how things are now in the 2000s. But you have to
That's
think
not
about
2000s
what people.
though. That's
well, it's
World War
not.
One.
It's World War One, but
Yeah.
it's the fact that they have these powers, so they're going to be much more advanced than we will, because they can do a lot more than we can. They can build a lot faster. They can.
Well,
create
they
more
can
stuff.
build a lot faster, but it doesn't mean that they're like a lot more faster in progress than we are.
I think they would be, but I'm
Because
not sure.
a lot of things go into
They decided
engineer.
to make it so things were about the same type of progress with the Legend of Korra. So things in like the 1800s, where you have vehicles,
Yeah.
you have like trains and stuff like that. So if they're moving in the same pace, then what if it ends up so they just start killing off anyone with powers? Because I'm pretty sure they started separating the people with powers from the normal humans because they thought they had an unfair advantage. You know, and I think that's a big part inside the Legend of Korra and how they have to reenact that in the future, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, I think there are a lot of grounds for actual like a sequel to Legend of Korra, and I feel like I don't know. Can you look up how much did it cost Netflix to actually make the Legend or Avatar: The Last Airbender? Blender. I don't know, bro.
Blender.
Air blender, man. They're blending air right there. Yo, Keegan, have you watched the show?
Yeah,
Okay,
a
so
long time ago.
A long time.
I
You remember
think-
much or not?
No,
So did you think it was good? Uh-huh.
I thought it wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad. So is there a budget?
it looks like about
I don't know. Don't remember it much
million.
when I was a kid.
No, for Netflix. That's the movie.
Yeah, you're right.
Netflix. Okay, we're almost done over here. I want to get
All right, that's about 50 million per episode. If that's going to be a full season, that's
120
about 30
million.
episodes, let's say.
No, it says on there. Total budget of 120
yeah.
million.
Oh, wait, so that being said, 120 divided by 15, that's 8 episodes.
8 episodes, probably 40 minutes or an hour long, something
Though,
like
but
that.
I'm just thinking, how are they going to fit an entire show in 8 episodes?
Okay.
That's not going to be too easy.
Yeah. So we
That's
have
not gonna-
let's go to our final topic because we gotta end soon. So a bonus topic that I mentioned in the beginning.
That's only season 1. That's
Season
why.
1 alone.
15 million is season 1 is about 120 million. So that doesn't. So they're definitely going to do more than one season. Or at least
Yeah.
they're predicting that. That makes sense. Where there's only 8 episodes in the full
So
season.
they're gonna do separate seasons, right?
Definitely.
Okay, so let's go to our last topic, which is a bonus topic, and it's the Game of the Year of 2023 nominees. So we got the nominees, which were announced for the Game of the Year this year, and they are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4 Remake, as well as Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
It kind of sucks. There wasn't that many too many big games that came out this year. You know that we.
I mean, it depends
Well, at least
because
I feel like they
Baldur's
could've
Gate,
picked up some
many
stuff, though.
people like contended to be like the game of the century. So, I mean, personally,
like-
I'm voting for Spider-Man 2. I've seen
I feel
Spider-Man
like if it
2.
was the game of the century, I probably would have heard about it. At
No,
some...
Baldur's Gate. You haven't heard of Baldur's Gate?
No.
Yo, man,
It's the
you gotta
first
get
time.
on there. But yeah, so these are the games for the Game of the Year 2023. You can currently vote on the actual Game Awards website if you want. There are a lot more nominees, such as the music there. Yeah, so we gotta end on this part. So I appreciate everyone who joined in on this beautiful live stream as well as, radio, TV show. Appreciate everyone. I appreciate Keegan over here on the left.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Cutie patootie. Nah, I'm just kidding. And Phoenix over here, man, on the right.
I'm happy to be you.
But yeah, so
No, it was pretty good.
So appreciate everyone who joined in. Thank you for being here. And this was the VladCast.